Welcome to a new Daily Top Askreddit video. Today's topic: people who lost their job due to this crisis. What is your story? Yeah, I just got hired last week, but I think that my first work day isn't gonna happen. That sucks. Be strong, buddy. I'm a server. I haven't worked since the 14th, but was officially laid off on the 18th. Where I am, temporary layoff is only 60 days. If we are not back by then, we lose our jobs permanently. It couldn't have come at a worse time since we have new management and there's been some murmurs about getting new staff. I was about to lose my apartment, unrelated, but my landlord phoned me up to let me know that he is no longer making me leave and not to worry about April rent. He also gave me $150 to go buy groceries. He's a bro. I'm trying to get through to EI, which is all online right now, but the site keeps crashing, so I'm unable to make a claim right now. Jesus, your landlord is a hero. My landlord would have helped me pack my bags. I'm sitting in a meeting right now, waiting to get fired. The VP is running late. So that's cool. Edit, they gave us basic info but are talking to everyone individually. So who knows still? Edit 2, laid off. They can't fire you if you fire them first and take their job. You won't believe this one secret tip to advancing your career that CEOs don't want you to hear. I was laid off from my 5-year graphic design job, working for a screen printing and promotional products company. About half of our business involves schools, sports, and events. Obviously none of that is happening currently, so our business has stagnated. They are going to try to operate with a skeleton crew for the next couple months. The hope is to bring everyone back eventually, but I'm not optimistic. Solidarity. I'm a web developer, pretty much the same industry. Fabric decor, projection screens, giant shade structures, etc. I'm optimistic things will bounce back eventually, and I trust my CEO that I will be called back when that happens. He's always been extremely good to all of the employees, and we're good friends at this point, but I'm not optimistic that it'll happen within the next few months. Yeah, it's tough. The demand will definitely be back eventually, just waiting all this out will suck. If anything, it sounds like we both will have great references if something else surfaces. Good luck. I got a call congratulating me on getting a job 2 days before a hiring freeze went into place at the university I applied to. I never saw my contract, nor do I have any work. Edit, thank you for the gold. I wish it had been on a cheerier post. We're in this together and we'll get through it together, a step at a time. Look after one another. Be considerate, and be kind to yourselves. Here's hoping this blows over sooner rather than later. Wow, sounds familiar. Had a job but within 20 minutes I found out that I had won a large regional company award. B. Congrats, being furloughed with no pay and no guarantee of a job at the end of it. Well, that de-escalated quickly. They wanted a co-worker and I to reduce our hours to half each, because they could only afford one of us and didn't want to make a redundancy. In the end, I took the redundancy. I'm 21 and live at home, meals provided. My co-worker is a 30Y/0 homeowner with bills and an unemployed girlfriend. Him losing half his income for me seemed wrong. Better me than him. That's the kind of kindness that will get us through this. Wishing you all the best when this thing is over. Thank you. You too. Just lost it about an hour ago. I'm a restaurant manager and they called me and told me to turn in my keys by the end of the day. I'm in quarantine and can't. They are sending me a UPS box so I can send in my keys and told me to file for unemployment. Never expected this to happen to me. I'm in shock at what I'm going to do. I wonder if it's temporary so you can get unemployment and then they'll hire you back later on. I know of a place that can't afford to stay open but is letting people pick if they want to be laid off or fired, hoping people can gain the unemployment better that way. If you are in the UK, the major supermarkets are on a recruitment drive with a fast turnaround of getting people in position. I know this isn't a story about losing a job, but hopefully this helps someone coming to this thread. I'm in the state of Ohio in the US and I'm seeing a lot of those opportunities too. Texas too. The grocery stores are hiring. Not me, but my wife has been told that basically we'll call you if we need you, and they don't really need anyone tbh. She hasn't worked a minute since the 13th. And my sister was a bartender at an arcade, so she's totally fucked. She's been laid off with the promise of reinstatement when they reopen. It's almost worse to be left in limbo like this than it is just to be fired outright. That's how they both feel. Wife works at a bookstore, which don't have great futures anyway, and sister works for a local business. They both have no idea what's going to happen, if their jobs are going to exist when this is all over. I'm scared for them, can't imagine how they feel. Construction. The whole construction site was laid off, and with the way things are going, the company owner thinks it'll be at least a year before they consider hiring me back. Started 3 months ago, and that's at least 50 other people affected, just for this site. The company had several other sites that they laid off employees to. I'm just lucky I'm still living with my parents, and Dad works as online IT for the general public, so he's nice and busy. Edit, sign everyone and their dog is asking, I'm in Canada, Alberta. The site I was on was shut down by the owner, beyond that, idk. And thanks to the bunch of you that offered to help /hire, I was kinda surprised at that. Wow, I wasn't expecting construction to be an industry hit this soon from this. All trades are going to be hit by this one way or another. I'm a plumber who mostly does residential service calls and people haven't been calling unless they have an emergency that needs to be taken care of. Luckily I work for a family company, just myself, my dad and my brother, and we've just been referring potential customers to other businesses who are still working. My dad's in his 60s and with the small amount of overhead that he has, he figures it's better to be safe for a couple weeks since he knows all of us are going to be okay financially if we miss work for a couple weeks. I was laid off indefinitely from 2 different hourly paying line cooking jobs on Monday, 50 hours combined /week. I helped clean out one of the restaurants Wednesday. We discarded a lot of stuff. I helped clean out all of the coolers and throw away a lot of prepped food that people didn't /couldn't take home. Employees were encouraged to take what they wanted, produce, dairy, meat etc. The place is almost completely empty, it's surreal. My spouse was laid off indefinitely Wednesday. She manages a restaurant and is salaried /benefits, 50 hours /week. She was told that management will not be paid until the place reopens. Our family currently has no work or income. We have a young child. These are very uncertain times. Edit /update, we are healthy and staying happy, lots of extra time to play with the kiddo, we have food, water and other saved resources. We are exploring unemployment insurance and a couple of other options. Thanks for all of the love, this story could be the same for millions right now. Take care of your family and neighbors, try to spend and shop local. We get past this together. To the young child part, that happened to me after 9/11. WIC, Medicaid for the kid, unemployment benefits. Now is the time to pursue them all. They were a lifesaver for me. You've been paying into this your entire working career via unemployment insurance deductions, so don't feel guilty about using what's available. Snap to and get in contact with your local food bank. I'm sure there is a lot of competition, so the sooner the better. I'm a substitute teacher. If you are aware that most schools are closing if they haven't already, then that should explain why all subs are now effectively unemployed. It's unlikely that schools will return during this situation, so yes, thousands of people are out of work just from that alone. Subs don't make salary, so any employee who is hourly or paid by day now needs to scramble. Edit, because so many people are unsure whether they should file for unemployment or not and are in a similar situation, being a substitute or a different employee that was hourly or a position that was cut due to our current circumstances, please do. You absolutely can and should file for unemployment. It may take some time with the influx of applications, but this situation is what that government service is for. I extend my best wishes to everyone and their friends and families. I hope you all stay healthy and hold on to hope. Be smart and safe. My district is paying hourly workers for what they would have worked. They're looking at what they usually make to help make a decision as to the amount you get on each check. They just approved it this week. I have family in the same boat, except here their shitty school district has opted to not pay their hourly workers at all. Considering they are fully funded by the state and local property taxes, their choice is especially bullshit. My experience is pretty unique. In a nutshell, my wife and I live in New Zealand and had planned a 2-year working visa in Toronto. We were supposed to leave in April, so we had obviously already handed in our notices of resignation to our bosses. Long story short, Canada shut its borders and my boss has already hired my replacement. As a side note, they shut the borders on my birthday. Oh wow, that just ruined a whole 2-year plan. Good luck. Hey man, just wanted to let you know I arrived in Toronto on that same 2-year visa from Scotland like 2.5 months ago. I got a job and everything set up and now it's all been thrown into disarray and I'm sort of stranded over here, at least until things calm down. I sort of wish I was in your shoes, minus the replacement stuff that sucks regardless. Stay strong and who knows, maybe see you out here at some point if my lungs implode. Mate, life's a bastard sometimes. I definitely don't envy your predicament, but chin up and stay safe out there.